MaSang Machinery Corporation Limited was established in 1985. Since then, the best technical experts of the company, including CEO Im Chae-bok, who has engaged in the field of mold for the past 30 years, have researched the mold technology and temperature controller method, developed a new manufacturing method for mold temperature controller, making a splash. MaSang Machinery, located at Gunpo, Gyeonggi-do, manufactures AI, or artificial intelligence, mold temperature controller, AutoMaster, and supplies the product to Samsung, LG, Hyundai Motors, and cooperation companies. Our new mold technology becomes a prototype to the companies and contributes greatly to their worldwide branded products manufacturing. R&D is the very motive power of the growth of MaSang Machinery. Our best technical experts, with the most advanced technology, have researched the mold technology and temperature controller method, developed a new manufacturing method for mold temperature controller. Our technical experts developed OP board, SSR, or solid-state relay, relay with no heat and no point of contact, water level sensor, safety device, etc. With the batch production and self-warranty system, our optimum technologies and management abilities are recognized by domestic and foreign patents, and practical new devices, CE certification, ISO, InnoBiz, etc. In former days, the standard of getting the passing mark was the outward form of product, even though the low quality. But this current quality competition age demands to improve the quality as a matter of survival. For this reason, the inferiority rate goes up rapidly, and it causes enormous financial loss. In case of pulverizing and reusing inferior goods, its high molecular property is not recovered in the original state because the physical properties are changed. If using it once again, the molding products will cause a problem in the restoring force, tension, impact strength, gloss, etc. In conclusion, the reuse of inferior goods will cause more serious loss. The occurrence of rejected goods amounted to 8 to 43% must be junked. So the tested goods should include not only its own manufacturing costs, but the manufacturing cost of inferior goods, and it causes the decline in competitive pricing. Therefore, it is natural that the customer turns away from such goods. This company analyzed the cause of inferior goods and found the fact that there was a problem in the method of injection molding. In fact, there is a great difference between the injection molding process and general manufacturing process. The conditions of molding consist of the resin heating temperature in the injection molding machine, hydraulically operated oil pressure control, the temperature in the molding unit of mold, cooling circuit, the chemical analysis of high molecular resin materials, etc. But there is a few enabling to measure the conditions by a measuring instrument, so it is very difficult to control the molding conditions constantly. The production control is dependent on the capacity and experience of the manager because there is no visual standard. Therefore, it may be impossible to produce products with uniform quality. Particularly, the injection molding is closely connected with temperature, the surrounding temperature in the diurnal range, the cooling water temperature of cooling tower placed outside, the mold temperature, resin heating temperature, and hydraulically operated oil temperature cause a change in the amount of injection cushion, which has a great influence on the quality of molding products. The mold temperature among them is one of the most important factors, since it determines the resin heating temperature, injection pressure, and cycle time in the injection molding machine. Therefore, the most important process in the molding process is dependent on the mold temperature. We understood that the first point to be improved was mold temperature should be controlled preciously, exactly, and quickly. The present methods of controlling the mold temperature are 1. Method of controlling cooling water temperature constantly using chiller. 2. Method of controlling temperature indirectly by transmitting the controlled medium, water, oil, temperature into mold. 3. Method of controlling the temperature by cooling tower water, chiller, or medium, with watching the temperature through the temperature sensor mounted in mold. And 4. As used in the advanced countries, method confirming the amount of cold water flowing into mold with the naked eye. But the above methods cannot grasp the change of mold temperature caused by radiation in diurnal range, cooling water temperature change, and the process of production, and it is impossible to control according to the change of cycle time. By mounting the temperature sensor on the molding unit in mold and the cooling circuit, our AutoMaster enables to produce the tested injection product from the beginning to end, to shorten cycle time by accelerating the cooling speed of injected molding products, and to contribute to the reduction of cost by improving the productivity with precious, exact, and quick direct controlling method. According to the former method, the mold temperature was controlled too low, which caused to raise the injection pressure excessively. Such high injection consumed the materials as much as 3 to 15%, caused trouble in mold, lowered the quality of mold. Therefore, as time goes by, it caused the deterioration in molding products. The cause of deterioration in coating and plating depends on the injection molding process. 80% of inferiority is determined by the excessive residual internal stress in the injection molding products. This is a fact that is not widely known. Once Hyundai Motors exported its cars to the United States, but due to inferior plating in the unit of radiator grille, recall claim was occurred. Our technical experts settled the inferior planting problem perfectly by removing the cause of residual internal stress and reducing it to a minimum. At that time, we trained the employee of Hyundai Motors and used our AutoMaster. AutoMaster is applied to the injection products in car, such as bumper, back mirror, radiator grille, inner panel, doorknob, lamp, headlight, wheel cap, inside light, and mobile phone and white electric home appliances of Samsung and LG. AutoMaster reduces the residual internal stress and strengthens the impact resistance and the surface solidity, as well as the outer appearance quality of goods, enabling goods to have higher quality and dignity. We are testing the residual internal stress with glacial acetic acid against the radiator grille and the name frame of Busan Taeryuk Plating Corporation Limited. Because crack is appeared by the residual internal stress, it is possible to confirm the existence of residual internal stress in the injection molding product. That is to say, through this process, we can prevent the inferior plating process. According to the directions of CEO Kwang Ho Kim, do not business if unprofitable. Samsung Electronics recognized the importance of mold temperature and introduced the outer appearance quality system for keeping the quality score of 80. Since 1992, our AutoMaster has been used in Samsung. After then, AutoMaster has contributed greatly to the development of Samsung Electronics and the leap of top brand, and recognized as the essential device in improving the injection molding quality. May I introduce Fuzzy and PID technology, scale-free soft water feeder, PRH and C technology, Fuzzy and PID technology, AutoMaster. In 1991, AutoMaster was invented. In 1999, thanks to industry university cooperation to AI or Artificial Intelligence Robotics Controlling Research Institute, team of Dr. Myung-Po Shim of Chungang University, we improved AI, mold temperature controller system, more precious by applying fuzzy theory to mold temperature control. We researched the cooling control law by applying fuzzy theory to AI system, enabling to control the mold temperature by using the high temperature of resin heat, 100%, which is injected into mold and to cool the molding products in full speed. Fuzzy and PID technology is designed to reduce the cooling time sharply. The heat capacity of resin is short in the range of high temperature. Thus, this technology controls the short heat capacity by heater after calculating with PID. By using high temperature resin thermal energy, it is possible to reduce the electric power to the highest degree and cool the resin quickly. With this technology, it is possible to produce the molding products with perfect and uniform quality by managing exact mold temperature through direct control of the inner temperature of mold. A temperature sensing sensor is mounted on the molding unit in the mold, and the spot where the heat exchange of cooling circuit is performed quickly, respectively. By controlling the mold temperature directly, it is possible to manage the mold temperature exactly, preciously, and quickly. In case of cooling down, the pump and heater are operated till the initial set temperature, and the temperature goes up by opening the hot water valve. At the time of reaching the set temperature, the pump, heater, and hot water valve stop their operation. When the production is started, high temperature resin is to fill in the mold. It is possible to maintain the temperature constantly by opening the cold valve if the mold temperature goes up, and by closing the cold valve if it goes down. Since cold water goes to the mold directly, not passing through a hot water tank, the cooling speed is very fast and the cycle time is shortened. In case that the temperature goes up over the set value, the opening, shedding of valve works the pulse cooling periodically for dropping the temperature, according to fuzzy cooling law. Cooling is repeated periodically, and the work for hot water is conducted only when the production is started or stopped. It does not work during production. In case of applying heat, the pump, heater, and hot water valve work for going up the temperature till the set value. When the temperature arrives at the set value, the supply of hot water is stopped. Even if the production is started, due to short heat capacity of resin, it is impossible to compensate the temperature. In case that the temperature goes down below the set value, the short heat capacity will be compensated periodically and automatically by hot water through PID calculation. The cooling and heating at the same time is a method for producing high-quality products quickly. The fixed side goes up the temperature by heating the hot water for improving the outer appearance quality, and the moving side cools the product with cooled water for rapid cycle time. Hot water is applied to the back side of bending, and cooled water is applied to the side of bending for correcting bending. Since high-quality product is produced uniformly and rapidly, there is no inferior goods, and the injection pressure is constant. There is no waste of raw materials. This enables the defect rate of mold to be reduced considerably, and it is possible to maintain the quality of molding products continuously. For these reasons, it is possible for everyone to manage the difficult injection molding process easily according to the standard molding conditions, which helps to manage factories and advanced companies systematically in a high degree of efficiency. We have experienced a very difficult and hard time due to chronic problem caused by partial temperature deviation, which is occurred by the heat capacity of resin filled in the mold. If you understand how we solve the problem, you will learn a new and great technology. In case of a large-sized molding product, wide and deep, such as TV monitor or TV back cover, since it is one-point gate, the transmitted heat capacity varies according to the distance, which makes the temperature distribution on the surface of mold be different each other, and the difference of temperature is different by region according to the structure of cooling circuit. In case that resin that is heated by high temperature is filled in the mold via gate, the mold temperature varies due to the difference of heat capacity to be transmitted. While only self-owned resin heat is transmitted to a region far away from gate, a considerable resin heating capacity is transmitted to the spot around gate. For that reason, the mold temperature around gate shows 68 degrees, and the edge shows 28 degrees. In case of the resin fill-in, the heat capacity decreases bit by bit according to the distance. So the gate is filled in with a temperature of 240 degrees, and the edge is 174 degrees. In the early stage, The inferior molding products occurred in large quantities, as much as 80 to 120 pieces. Lots of heat capacity was transmitted to the gate, and the mold temperature showed 68 degrees. And it took us a lot of time to cool the filled resin, so the production cycle time was 90 seconds, which meant low productivity. Therefore, due to high inferiority rate and low productivity, the production cost was so high. In case of edge of mold, the mold temperature was 28 degrees, and the resin temperature filled in was 174 degrees. If raising the injection pressure for molding the finished products, we could not help wasting the raw materials. Because of the great difference in the temperature by zone, the solution depends on controlling the change of temperature freely by zone, not controlling only one zone. For controlling the temperature by zone, each 2 temperature sensors are installed on the fixed side, cavity, and the moving side, core, respectively, of the molding unit in mold, the high temperature zone of the mouth of gate, and the edge of molding products. The cooling circuits are classified, and the mold temperature by zone is managed individually. By controlling the mold temperature so that the zone of gate is 48 degrees and the zone of edge is 58 degrees for preventing the solidification of resin, it is possible to produce a finished product from the first injection product, since resin with a temperature of 202 degrees is filled in. The speed of cooling resin is shortened by 38%, which helps cycle time to be reduced by 55.8 seconds. Except the first molding product, all products pass the quality standards. When raw materials are filled in, the injection pressure is dropped by 10%, which means the reduction of raw materials. For instance, the weight of product is 850 grams, and the reduction of injection pressure by 10% saves the amount of 85 grams of raw materials. Mold's clamping force is reduced, and the injection pressure is dropped, which help the quality of mold to be kept continuously, the defect rate of mold to be dropped, and mold's span of life to be lengthened. The weight of product becomes lighter, and the residual internal stress is dropped remarkably, so attains excellent results in the impact and drop test. It is possible to select model according to the capacity of injection and to control temperature by zone. Chili using pulse cooling warm current equipment, possible to reduce by 5 seconds in under normal conditions. Chili compound AI, or artificial intelligence, type mold temperature controller high cycle system, common type, suction, and pulse cooling system enabling to control the time of hot and cold water. Scale-free soft water feeder. It is confirmed that water medium, water heater, is a much better than oil medium, oil heater, in heat conductivity and injection stability caused by the difference of enthalpy, latent heat. Water is 6 times as high as oil in the effect of heat transfer. There are no dust particles, and there is no projecting part in glass. However, in case of using underground or polluted water, scale is shown in high temperature. Scale dams up the conduit line of mold in water heater and causes trouble, which influences on the mold temperature. Scale also causes the repair surface frequently due to the breaking of wire of the pump and heater. For removing the cause resulting to inconvenience of customer, we developed scale-free soft water feeder. Cases of improvement by scale-free soft water feeder before application. These photos show the scale occurred in the place where the state of water is not good, such as calcareous or underground water, before using our scale-free soft water feeder. Before using our scale-free soft water feeder, you can see much more scales at the time of disjointing heater. Filtering scene of scale-free soft water feeder. Common cooling water becomes fresh water free from impurities during passing through the microfilter, white, and becomes soft water by ionizing dissolved calcium and magnesium during passing through the ion filter, blue. Cases of improvement by scale-free soft water feeder after application. The photos show the clean heater and pump seal after applying scale-free soft water feeder. The following are some companies applying the temperature controller of MaSang machinery to their small-size optical lens, precision injection, LCD light guide plate, refrigerator, washing machine, cleaner, duplicating machine, white electric home appliance, cosmetics container, food container, plastic bottle, the inside light doorknob, radiator grill, IP, and the pumper of heavy traffic of 30 tons. PRH&C, Pressurized Water Rapid Heat and Cool System. As rapid heat and cool system using pressurized hot water. This is weldless technology producing an excellent product with high gloss, brightness, and transcription property. While injecting a high gloss product, the coating process is omitted, so it is possible to reduce the cost remarkably. In the high pressure state, the water temperature goes up to 180 degrees at max, and this consists of the body, touch screen, and heat exchanger preventing scale. As seen on the screen, weld line is formed at the junction of two resins, because resin is solidified as the mold temperature is low. In the low temperature, the weld line is clear. To the contrary, as the mold temperature is higher, the weld line becomes weaker. This shows excellent energy consumption rate than that of steam boiler or pneumatic jet steam method. In case of steam, once thermal energy is jetted, it is impossible to draw it back. The pressurized water moving in the closed circuit does not send heat out. There is no energy loss because the hot water returning after heating the mold is able to be recycled. This provides with more stable quality than that of e-mold mounting heater on the mold. PRH&C has little temperature deviation by keeping the temperature difference between the gate and exit of mold in the range of 2 degrees. But other equipment, including steam, the range of temperature difference shows 15 to 18 degrees. Therefore, in the quality of molding products, the difference between two methods is definite. Main application of PRH&C for products of no coating, high gloss and weldless, LCD TV, home theater speaker, cover of vacuum cleaner, DVD panel, etc. This is used as the production method for quick production of good products in the automobile industry, and the application becomes wider, such as PP, PS, ABS, PC, etc. One cycle of pulse cooling warm current equipment consists of mold heating, injection, removing the remainder of hot water, cooling, and removing the remainder of cool water. With mold open, the mold heating is started, and at the time that the set temperature is reached, the mold is closed. During the set time, injection is going on, and after injection is over, the remainder of hot water is drawn back for cooling. After the cooling process is over, the mold is open. With removing the remainder of cool water, heating is processed again. Comparison with weld scene. The surfaces of a common injection and PRH&C injection are observed through the electron microscope as shown. The welder by PRH&C injection is much smaller. MaSang Machinery has the selling agents in China and India. Our products are supplied to domestic big brands, including Samsung and LG, and exported to the leading companies in China, Mexico, India, Thailand, Italy, etc. Our company extends the market for our products with gaining public favor upon the excellence of product quality. Wusong Precision, China, Videocon Company, India, SSD, Mexico, and other leading overseas companies use mold temperature controller of MaSang Machinery. MaSang Machinery provides with a total solution on injection molding related to mold temperature, including mold temperature controller. Our temperature controller helps your company to improve the injection environment innovatively, enabling to reduce the cost and product the best products. For details, your visit to our homepage, www.masang.com, shall always be welcome. Thank you.